y'all, my KTP family. I'm Todd Adair, building chair. I'm here this afternoon with my bargaining, Juan Terry, Evan Palmer, and Matt Smith. I got Matt currently with me on days today to go over a lot of meetings we had, and I want to make sure we're all on the same page and some alignments with things and schedules coming down the line here. So, and then Matt will go back to night shift tomorrow night with everything. So that's where we are right now. So first, I want to thank all the folks that turned out yesterday at the union meeting, and for the resource meeting that we had. It started at noon, and then the union meeting was at 3. But the resource was mostly for the LA feed folks, going through that time. And so great job on Todd Dunn and Marcus Shekels and E-Board and everybody that approved this to make this happen. Great turnout, the biggest meeting that I've seen in years, and a lot of good questions asked going into their retooling, and so they covered a lot of information across town. So, and then thank all my KTP family that turned out and helped out during this time at all the booths and all the committees and to help during this time and the food and everything. So appreciate everybody in that that made that all possible. Next, I'd like to thank the veterans. Tomorrow is Veterans Day, so here at KTP we do take pride in the union side as far as recognizing our veterans and appreciate each and every one of those veterans. And with doing that, I also made a decision to hold off on recognizing the veterans till next week till everybody comes back. Everybody's coming back to work this week, but there could be some people off, not be able to get the information on the time slot. So we're going to recognize our veterans next week, and that'll start next Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday. The times and dates, all that stuff will be at the end of this video. So just make sure you watch the end of the video if you're a veteran to find out the times and dates so we can recognize you veterans, and we'll start doing that next week. And again, I apologize on the delay, but I think it's the right thing to do so we don't miss anybody. And again, thank you, veterans. Now I want to correct myself on some information I gave out last night at the union meeting because I didn't have the up-to-date schedule. And I got it this morning when I got back into the plant. I was in the plant last night with C Crew. I walked the IPF line and some of the frame and some of the chassis last night, so it was good to see some of our C Crew folks and going around talking to them last night. But my order bank that I put out was at about 59,000, I think, somewhere in that ballpark I gave out last night. Well, the current order bank right now, as of this morning, is 69,322 for our Super Duties. Everything else is still the same. So our Super Duty orders is 69,322. I want to stand corrected there last night on that. Now back to our schedule. Everybody will return back to work starting this Wednesday with A Crew and the Super Duty side. SUV's back to work already. Everybody's working normal. They're working at a Super tomorrow. And then we'll turn right back to work with B Crew following back in this Wednesday night as normal at 6 p.m. C Crew will return back to work this Friday at 6 a.m. So everybody will return back to work as normal starting this week on that whole plant. And as of right now, there is no more discussion about any more whole shifts or being layoffs as of right now. Again, that's tentative. Things can change. We got to keep a close eye on some things that's really close. But the main thing is the discussions I've been having with the plant manager and the director of Ford. It looks like nobody will be having any more down shifts anyway at this time, currently at this time. Our tentative schedule off chassis, this is tentative for the rest of this week. Again, chassis, things can change daily with parts, breakdowns, is 9.3 schedule, all the way through Sunday night. Starting the week of 11/17, which is next Monday, our numbers jump up to about 890. That's about 120 more Super Duties to shift starting next week. So that means we'll go back into working pretty close to normal as we get. Again, the back departments, I get it. If you break down or you can't keep up, you're going to go longer than that right there. I just want to make sure that you know what I know, and those numbers are based off the end of chassis line. And then the backfill as they feel needed everywhere else. And that number can change. And if it changes, then we'll put something out or the company will let you know. But that's where we are tentative right now. Now with everybody coming back to normal, that's what it looks like. We'll go into Christmas. So before we get into Christmas, the last 2 weeks of December, our numbers even go up a little bit more. As of right now, they feel like when we get in the middle of December, that the parts should be good. The suppliers should be where they want to be at. And we'll go max out, looks like 10.7 the last 2 weeks going into Christmas break. And then with 2 holidays there that we never ran production on. Christmas Eve, the 24th, and the day after Christmas, the 26th. Those will be volunteer. We're going to start surveying those crews affected here real soon because they want to see if they get enough members who want to work, because again, you do not have to work. For the folks that don't want to work, I understand, respect that. It's holiday time, want to be with your family. But we also got a lot of members that could use the money and want the money, or the extra personal day that you can bank working that day. So they're going to go ahead and start doing that survey once we determine who's doing what and all that. So that should be coming pretty quickly too. But we're going ahead and put that information out there. So if you want to work the 24th and the 26th one shift, and it looks like C crew will be the lead crew for that 24th as of right now, what we look like in backfill with A, and we'll go on with more information as we get closer. One thing else I want to put out there for our C crew members right now, just want to be straight up about it. So when you hear rumors, you hear chatter, I know the talk will be going around Friday. Tomorrow is a holiday, Veterans Day, that I just recognize our veterans about. Since that is a national holiday in the middle of the week, and you're scheduled to come back to work this Friday, that 8 hours, since it's an RDO day, it'd be 8 hours of holiday pay. It's your normal day off. Those 8 hours will go against your short work week for tonight. If you're not, those members that do not work tonight, those 8 hours will go against your short work week. So in a perfect world, you get paid 10 hours of short work week. You'll get 2 hours of short work week and 8 hours of holiday pay as of right now. I just want to put that out there. With the national holiday has not changed with the short work week language. It's still there. So I just want to make sure we're up front and know what's going on in that discussion there. Now, with that being said, the short work week does protect your overtime. So if you do anything Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, you're protected on that. Just talking about not working tonight, and then Tuesday being an RDO for our C crew members in the holiday. Next, I'd like to talk about a couple other things we got going on here, and that pretty much touches all of our schedule. As again, I want to back up and say this one more time. On paper, we don't see any more unemployment weeks, it looks like. I know right now anything going down, but again, that's one phone call away, one breakdown away, one vendor. Anything can happen, and I'll try to keep the members posted as quick as I can. And we're going to try to make up some of these units going into our Christmas break because our customers want them. So next, I'll touch bases on bid jobs. We got a lot of bid jobs that need to be posted, some tag relief jobs. The company wanted to put them up last week. We will not let them. We'll post them this Wednesday. Everybody be back to plant. Everybody be back to working like normal starting this Wednesday. That's our normal day for putting bid jobs up. So if you're interested in bid jobs, make sure you take a look, as we'll start posting bid jobs this Wednesday. Back to normal, since everybody be back to working normal and everybody's back to work next week. Everybody's back to work, so the jobs will start going back up. Our department transfers, the 17th. We should have some department transfers go up. I don't know what those departments are right now, but we do have, I know, some openings not only in the back department, but also got some openings up in the final department too. So we're going to start, because we got members in the back that like to come back out front. So we got some opening spots there also. So they'll go up the week of the 17th on that. I want to make sure we're on that. Now, my next question, I've been asked a lot. We do have a lot of folks here, a lot of members that have came in from other facilities throughout the year. So, and you saw where LAP has posted for the openings at Michigan for those plants, Dearborn Truck being one of them. There's other plants also. But our members are not part of that group that get the opportunity to transfer. So I get calls and texts, they want to transfer, but you can't. Our surplus, we have no surplus. So remember that, we have no extra heads to give anybody. And we're not in the layoff phase as they're going to go down. So but LAP going to go down in December, and before they hire off the street up there, they must offer to our members across town before they go to the street and hire anybody, if anybody wants the opportunity to go to work. Those members are not going to be punished if they turn it down. It's just an opportunity for them if they want to go back home or want to go into a new plant. That's left up to them and to backfill on that. But it does not apply to KTP. So KTP has no transfer. We have no surplus whatsoever here in our plant. I think I pretty much covered everything. We got a super schedule just came out today. I do will tell you that. Obviously, that's going to be put out because the company does want to work it. There's no holidays for this month's schedule to work, because they're really iffy if we're even going to have opportunity to do that super, but they're going to put it out there. That way, in case it does come true, they can work it. So with that being said, the week, the November 23rd That is for number 2 shift in our SUV department. They're scheduled to work that Saturday, super. And then the 24th for the, I apologize, I gave you the wrong date. The 22nd is for the Saturday for the number 2 shifts, back department A crew. Those folks back here, day shift, to want the SUV department. Then the November 23rd, that Sunday, is the final area. That bulletin came out today, and we'll be going out to the members. So that is our super that we have on the board, and the only one we got on the board right now for the rest of the year as of right now. I'll keep you posted if some more come out. I think there's some tentative dates, but we'll see how it all plays out, and we might have another one hit next week. We're still back and forth on it right now, and all got to do it parts. So I'll keep the members all posted best we can as of right now. I think I've pretty much covered everything that I need to talk about right now. The main thing is we'll get everybody back working. Everybody should be back steady and going into the holiday period. So going into the holiday period, I want to leave you on this note right here. Again, holiday period is very trying times for a lot of people, not only here at KTP, but all over the world. And you don't know what's going on in anybody's life. So please, if you see anything going on, man, reach out there and grab them there a little bit and help them out during this time. Because again, I'll say this publicly right on the air, the company, they say they care, but it comes down to it, man, it's all about building trucks, and I get it. That's what we're here for. But we really do care, the UAW side does. So put your hand on those members, man, if they need a little help during this time, and reach out there to them, man. We got a lot of resources here in the plant, you know, so put your hands on somebody if you need a little help during this time, man. And I appreciate all of our 862 members here at Kentucky Truck Plant dearly. So I'll leave you on that note. Everybody take care, be safe, and again, reach one, teach one.